Hi everybody, in this video we're going to look at how to find dy by dx for parametrically defined curves. We'll work through these examples and then we'll try some exam style questions. Before we work through these examples, if we want to work out dy by dx for parametrically defined curves, then we can use the chain rule. We're given y and x both in terms of t, so we can work out dy by dt. But what we want is dy by dx. So we need to use the chain rule. We multiply this by dt by dx, because then can you see that these dt's will cancel? So we're left with dy by dx. Now we can multiply it by dt by dx. It's often easier to work out dy by dx as dy dt divided by dx dt, because we can easily work out dx by dt by differentiating each of these with respect to t. This way we don't have to find a reciprocal, okay? So if we work through example A, we want to work out dy by dx. So we need dy by dt, and if we differentiate this with respect to t, then we get 6. And we'll divide this by dx by dt, and when you differentiate 2t squared, we get 4t. So we can simplify this as 3 over 2t. So we can work out the gradient at any point on this curve if we know the value of t at that point. For question B, we'll differentiate y with respect to t. So dy by dt will be 2t minus 3. And dx by dt will differentiate this with respect to t, and we get 2t. So dy by dx will be dy by dt divided by dx by dt. And again, we can work out the gradient at any point on this curve if we know the value of t at that point. Do you want to try and work out dy by dx for question C and D? You can pause the video and come back when you're ready. Okay, so for question C, we'll work out dy by dt. We'll differentiate with 4 sine t, and we get 4 cos t. Dx by dt, when we differentiate with 7 cos t, this will give us negative 7 sine t. So dy by dx will be the 4 cos t over the negative 7 sine t. And this will give us negative 4/7 of cot t. Okay? For question D, dy by dt will be 2t. Dx by dt will be 1 over t. So dy by dx will be 2t divided by 1 over t. We can simplify this fraction. We'll multiply both by t, and these will cancel, so we get 2t squared. How did you get on with that? Let's try example 2. In example 2, we have this parametrically defined curve, and we need to show that the equation of a tangent to the curve where t equals pi is given as this. Do you want to give this question a go yourself? You can pause the video and come back when you're ready. Okay, so I'll come back if you had a go. The first thing we'll do is we'll find dy by dx in terms of t. So this will be dy by dt, which is going to be cos t, divided by dx by dt, which is 1 plus the sine t. Now we can work out the gradient at t equals pi. We'll substitute pi in place of t. So dy by dx will be the cos of pi over 1 plus sine of pi. The cos of pi is negative 1. The sine of pi is 0. So the gradient at t equals pi will be negative 1. And we know the general equation for a straight line is m multiplied by x minus x1 will equal y minus y1. But we don't know x1 or y1. But we can work these out by substituting pi into each of the equations for x and y. So at t equals pi, x will equal pi minus cos pi. The cos of pi is -1, so this will give us pi minus the -1, pi plus 1. And y will equal the sine of pi, which we know is 0. So the equation of a tangent will be n -1 multiplied by x minus pi plus 1, and this will equal y minus the 0. We'll expand out this bracket, so we get -x. This negative and this negative will make a positive, so plus pi plus 1. And this is the equation of a tangent we were asked to show. Okay? Let's try one more question. So do you want to read through question 3 yourself and try and find the coordinates of the stationary point? Let's go through the question. We know at a stationary point, dy by dx will equal 0. So we need to find the gradient function and then set it equal to 0. So dy by dt will be 2t minus 4. And dx by dt, using the chain rule here, we'll bring this 2 down. So we get t squared minus 3 to a power of 1. And then we need to multiply this by the derivative of this in a function. So we multiply it by 2t. So dx dt will be 4t multiplied by t squared minus 3. And now we can work out dy by dx. This will be dy by dt divided by the dx by dt. And we need to set this equal to 0. And then we can move this division over to the left-hand side. And when you multiply it by 0, it becomes 0. So 2t minus 4 will equal 0. So t will equal positive 2. And now we can use this value of t to work out the values of x and y. So at t equals 2, x will equal the 2 squared minus 3 squared. So 4 take away 3 is 1. 1 squared is 1. And y will equal 2 squared minus 8. So y will equal -4. So the curve will be stationary at the point 1 and -4. Okay? Well, thank you for watching. I hope you found that useful. If you want more practice on this topic, you can download the worksheet and view the online lesson from my website, mrmathematics.com. I'll leave a link in the description below.